Madness of King George. Who rules when the king can't?
So what does your script look like when you get it? Is it a bunch of gibberish? Do they have you speaking practically at all?
A lot of staring out the window.
Oh, so not much words at all.
The occasional coming back to reality and then off again. No, it's fun. Yeah, fun playing man. That's good.
Now, do they have you contained to one room, just in the castle? Do you get to go out?
We get some.
Is your cell padded?
Goes for a walk every night.
Roaming the halls.
He's gone.
What is Uther doing?
He literally is staring out the window a lot.
Okay.
A lot. But it's very painful. You know, it's very sad.
The writers and say, "Give me some lines. I can't do anymore."
There's only so many ways I can look out the window.
Does Uther know that he's king, or has he lost even that?
I think he probably knows, but it's you know, there's nothing he can do with it really. I think you know, he's aware that basically there are other people looking after the kitchen, and Morgana is she's just bad.
We love her.
Bad and getting badder. She's great, and it's really lovely for that Katie's just taking it in her stride. She's given some really meaty stuff to do now. So. He's undoubtedly showing more humanity because he's much reduced, as it were. So the kind of the wall of Victorian parental closure is dissolving. There's some very nice emotional stuff.
Is he fighting?
As I said over there, I'm very glad I didn't play Uther in Camelot because he died in the first episode. Not a lot was known about Uther, more than he caroused a lot, like drinking and womanizing. In the Arthurian legend, they couldn't wait to get off Uther and onto Arthur. So I'm really grateful to someone like Merlin, which is fleshed out and made him just given something. Basically, he's the thing that Arthur kicks against, and like a Victorian father, the child doesn't want to make the same mistakes. And that's what made it fun to play. So far, we've had a very interesting journey. So we never get to do that many scenes together. Do you know what I mean? It's because he's Arthur's servant, and I'm a king, mad or not.
Will he be taking a sympathetic role to Uther's state? I know,
Yes.
I'm horrible. I'm trying to get this.
I will say yes. So yes, but ultimately it's his destiny is linked with Arthur's, not with Uther's. And the few times that he has been forced to intercede when Uther has been in trouble, it's been for Arthur. So there's no love lost between Uther and Merlin. I do, yes. I see him as somebody who's basically doing the best he can with a very limited toolbox. It's the Dark Ages, and I mean there weren't that many family-friendly kings around. They made really drastic decisions, but he took the land. He didn't inherit it. He's a warrior, and he hasn't made a bad job of it. He just a little bit of ethnic cleansing, wiped out kind of a third of the population, but otherwise, and occasionally resorts to chopping someone's head off. Quite a lot of burning at the stake. That seems to be the method of choice. It's interesting. I was talking to somebody earlier on yesterday. Actually, basically, they wanted to see he'd go back in time and see the Great Purge and actually visit the Great Purge. the part of the Purge that I find interesting is the Uther-Gaius relationship. Kind of like the McCarthy witch trials, one feels that Gaius, what they've ultimately touched on, the idea that Gaius, to save himself, stitched up some of his friends. So I like the fact that Gaius isn't all clean, and that Uther. The problem going back to something like The Purge is it's huge. So I mean, if they did revisit it, and it would also, I did say to the guy at the time, it depends on how. It doesn't really affect Merlin. I mean, it's history, and it's how it's come around. But I mean, it's an interesting place to go.
Yeah, it's a part. Every time I see John, because John Hurt is so wonderful as the dragon.
He's fantastic.
That I really would like to learn a bit more about that relationship.
The guy yesterday asked me how I managed to tie the dragon up, and I must have got me there. Big chain. Oh, yeah. I mean, even the first episode from last season, the first two episodes, I thought were just extraordinary. I mean, because at that point, you could actually make a movie out of this. When it went into big stuff, when you read it in the script and you go, "Whoa, that would be cool if it was." I hope it is. It was mind blowing. We saw it. We saw the first two episodes cut together, played at the British Film Institute on a big screen. So cool, just so cool. So yes, I mean there are episodes that will blow you away. Big stuff, and we now have one of the biggest green screen sets I've seen in British TV. It's I can't think of the dimensions, but it's.
Are they now treating the show kind of like it is, more like a big theatrical release? It feels like the quality is just astounding.
Well, this season, I don't know if anybody said, but we've moved to 35mm, which probably doesn't mean a lot to Americans because a lot of stuff in the past in America has been shot 35mm. But I mean, Buffy, we moved from 16mm to 35mm in the second or third season, I think. But in English TV, when everything is moving to digital and to video, and a lot of American stuff is now moving to digital, to HD. For me, it's really powerful. When we go to 35mm, 35mm is the most beautiful medium, and it has a richness and a depth that you just can't get with HD. And so, for me, it's way to go. It's like, it may be a retrograde step for the accountants, but man, it looks good. So yeah, it's looking more filmic and more beautiful. And Dale, who is the DP, is very, very talented. Beautiful. Yes. The BFI now basically represents pretty much everything cinematic in England. And it's now taking over the role of it also they have funding for movies. So yes, the BFI is a very strong part of our movie culture. So yes, it's a great show.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, I'm dead. Yeah, but I know something you know.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, no, I was talking to the Dark Horse people yesterday, and there's some good stuff.
No doubt.
Oh yeah. No, I talked to Eliza on the phone yesterday. I didn't know Nikki was here.
Yeah.
Sarah Michelle was here. I didn't see her.
Josh here?
Oh no, I saw Josh. I saw Josh last night.
Nicholas Brennan's downstairs, yeah.
Oh no, I missed him.
In the holiday exhibits.
I know.
You guys had a little mini meeting.
Well,
You'd have to stand in line for an hour for a ticket.
But I'm gonna be in LA for a while now, so yeah. I haven't seen Nikki for a while.
It's just there's so many of you here, just like,
I know, and the fact that Sarah Michelle was
It's a quick reunion.
Yeah.
Get them all on Merlin sometime. Be like, you can hang out in the castle. Come on.
Yeah, there you go.
Would you have an opportunity?
Do what?
On Sarah's new show, would you want to do a small bit part on Ringer?
On Ringer.
What channel is it on?
CBS.
Maybe on CW.
No, I can't do that.
Yeah, conflict.
But I moderated the panel for Grimm yesterday.
Oh, that's
Great
good.
show.
Grimwald's new show, and he was saying it'd be great fun to get me on as a guest star.
Yeah.
I said, well, we're part of NBC, so we can.
That's what he said in the press room. Someone asked him, are you going to, which guest stars? And he's like, I just talked to Tony. And he said he'd do it.
I do it in a flash.
Yeah.
He can kill me gruesomely.
He could be a monster.
Could be a monster.
Cookie monster.
Cookie monster, yes!
That's what you said.
You keep hearing the wrong things at this
No,
table.
it's my own mind. I just go there.
Well, it's a new take on the Hansel and Gretel thing.
If I'm not trying to get spoilers out, I'm saying the wrong thing.
Are we going to be seeing more of Cookie Monster?
Now you got a new nickname. You're never gonna live it down.
I know, it's cool.
I'm so sorry.
It's cool. I'm with that. I'll give him a shout. Greenwald, we've got this great idea.
I come on in this great furry blue suit.
Wasn't that one of Grimm's fairy tales?
Bangs. Bangs. Bangs.